Hi, I'm Stavros. Good morning and welcome. And in today's video, I'll be driving this brand new Volvo FH 500. So we've got 500 horsepower and we also have the tag axle. It's a rear steering tag axle. We've got the low roof option on this FH. So yeah, I'll be taking you on a full exterior tour of the truck. Then I'll hop inside and go down through all the interior features. And then I'll be getting hooked underneath the trailer and taking it out on the road for a test drive. You ready for this? Let's go! Okay, walking around the FH 500, finished here in silver metallic. Now he does have the low roof option. Some drivers like this option for going into farmers' yards and going underneath low gantries when you're offloading your trailers of milk and the like. So yeah, we have the low roof option. And just walking in here, he has the protection there around the mirrors, again, for going into farmers' yards where there would be trees banging up against them, and good protection for them with those pieces. And he has the LED lights nicely integrated into the sun visor above the windscreen. And you see these pieces as well. He had these fitted extra. These are just for keeping less dirt off your mirrors. Those air deflectors, they are an option. So yeah, nicely done there with the Volvo sign at the front, painted in black there. So yeah, let's just continue walking around. He's a very tidy job done here in the side locker. Look, he has the microwave fitted here. Now it's fitted here because most drivers would fit them above a locker, above the windscreen, but he doesn't have those lockers, so he has to have it fitted here. Very tidy job done by DPS out in Ennis in County Clare. They fitted the inverter and they also fitted the cameras. So very tidy work done by DPS. And there's also a 3-pin socket inside the cab. So he can not only just have that plugged in, he can also plug in his coffee maker as well at the same time. Now you see this area here, you can get outside lockers on either side for the FH, but this one wasn't specified with them. Bit of a shame, but there you go. And we have the aluminium wheels. Very good for cutting down on your overall weight. Now this tractor unit, as it sits here now, weighs 9.1 tonne. So yeah, the aluminium wheels will be cutting down a lot of the weight. You would be saving well over 160 kilos with all those wheels aluminium. Now we do have a 475 litre diesel tank. You can get a 550 litre diesel tank if you opt to have your batteries, which are positioned there. If you move them to the back, you can have a bigger diesel tank, but we just have 475 litres here. And you see this tidy work also done by DPS, the Susie here. So if you're doing anything with the batteries, like jump starting another truck, you can disconnect from the cab, so you're not going to blow the microwave or the coffee maker. And it also doubles up for a tail lift on your trailer. So you would unplug it here, plug it into your trailer, and you can operate your tail lift. So yeah, it has a dual purpose, that Susie there at the back. And just over on the driver's side, we have a 100 litre AdBlue tank, and we also have a 200 litre hydraulic fluid tank. And you see your hydraulic hoses there at the back. And he also has the LED lights there, positioned up on top, again, for better visibility in around these dark farmers' yards. And the stack out the top, so you will be blowing up less dust. If you had the exhaust underneath, all these dusty yards, you're blowing up a lot of dust, but he won't be doing that with that stack. And we also have the window there at the back. Really like them for reversing around on your blind side. You can look over your shoulder out that window. Also very good. Now we have air ride on both axles here at the back. The rear steering tag, so you've less scrub on the back axle. And also you'll get far better wear out of your tyres as well. So very good to have your rear steering tag axle. And as I said, you can lift it. So both axles are on 4 airbags each, which is very good. And we also have the airbag there in the middle, which is used to lift the back axle. Now the driver made a very good point that this unit here is positioned very badly. If you can imagine you were reversing under a trailer and the pin, if you missed the pin, you could hit this. So the driver's going to get some sort of a protection plate positioned here just in case that ends up getting damaged. So anybody looking from Volvo, this needs to be repositioned, okay? And he has 2 more LED lights there at the back as well. Very good. So we're just going to hop inside just for a look around. Yeah, full air deflector kit as well, keeping things nice and aerodynamic. Okay, I'll just give you a quick look inside this locker as well. Yeah, so we've got good space there on the driver's side locker, and we can gain access to this little cubby area here when we lift up the bed. And we do have the warning triangle. And we also have the fire extinguisher and 3 steps leading up into the cab. So let's just hop inside, and we have the fabric seats, and we have little Sam here. Sam, how are things? You're only 6 years of age, so you've got about 20 years before you're going to be driving this truck. Good man. And up above Sam there we have the 3 different angles there for the outside cameras. So very good. They're connected to a television, also done by DPS out in Ennis. And this is your reversing monitor, reversing camera there. So all very tidy, and up there they have the recording unit nicely tucked away inside in that. But yeah, nice big sunroof in the Volvos, I like that. And we also have the lighting control here, your ambient lighting for inside in the cab. And we can have our sun visor there as well. Nice and sunny today, so we'll be using that. And up above the windscreen, more functions here for your sunroof and outside spotlights and your flashing beacons. We can have them connected there. And down on the dashboard, oh yeah, Sam, can I get you to lift up the bed just to show them the underneath storage area? So there we go. You can gain access there to those little areas that I showed, and you'll see there the inverter as well. Very tidy work. So Sam, can you pull out the fridge? I'll just have a look at that fridge. You might need to drop down the bed. No, I'll hold up the bed. Yeah, you just show them the fridge. We lift it up there. Sam's my little assistant today. Very good, Sam. Yeah, I do like that. There's good space in that. And we do have the locker there beside it as well. So Sam, you can tuck them away, and I'll just show people the I-shift gearbox here, 12 speed, and we do have automated gearbox, and we have the eco and power, and we also have the L function at the back. If you ever have a problem with your I-shift gearbox, you have this L button that you'll still be able to maneuver the truck. So yeah, pretty easy enough, just reverse, neutral and auto and manual mode. Okay, so let's just move on to the dashboard. We have our advanced emergency braking system. We've lane departure warning. We can turn off our rear reversing buzzer. We can do a regen on our diesel particulate filter. We've got the hill start aid. We can drop down our axle, and we have our traction control function, and we have our differential lock. We have electronic handbrake. All your functions there. We can also connect up a camera to that screen. That is also an option. It's very sunny, so sorry you might not see much of the dashboard, but we're just going to start it up just to give you a sound of the engine. So there we go. Just give it a couple of revs here. Yeah, it's nice and quiet, the Volvo. Not too bad. Let's just move back this seat. And yeah, down here we just have all our temperature controls, and these buttons are not configured yet. Your aux 2, aux 1, and we have our PTO switch there, and we've storage over there so Sam can hold his cup. And Sam, we also have a little coffee maker down there, so yeah, very handy, nice and neat, in out of the way. So yeah, that's pretty much the interior of the FH, and your little infotainment screen there as well, and all our functions on the steering wheel for answering your phone calls, and over here all your functions for the screen. So Sam, what do you think? Should we take it for a spin? Yeah, let's hit the road. Tipping away here out on the motorway in the FH 500. So we've got 2,500 Newton meters of torque from the 12.8 litre straight 6-cylinder diesel engine. with the I-shift gearbox. So 12-speed gearbox, and we're revving in there about 80 kilometers, and we're only doing just over 1100 RPM on the rev counter there. So yeah, it could be a very fuel efficient truck, this, and a very common truck in the 500 horsepower range. You can of course get the 540 and the 650 and the 750 in the Volvo range, where you're going up to 16.1 litre. But this would be a very good truck now for people who want to save on fuel, and if they don't need the power, well then they just don't buy the power. This is decent enough power now, this truck. But the 8 airbags on the 2 back axles, man, the comfort. Now we're not pulling out a weight on this trailer, we're only pulling about 10 ton in this container. The driver was going to go for the air ride front suspension, but then he decided, you know, with the 8 airbags at the back, he didn't really feel the need for it. So that back axle, the rear steering tag, would be costing you in or around €3,500. But it is very good because you have less scrub on the back axle. Some drivers with these tag axles that are non-steering are only getting about 30,000 kilometers out of their tires on the back axle. I mean, that's terrible. So this driver hopes to be getting an awful lot more mileage out of his rear axle with this rear steering tag. So something to keep in mind. If you're getting the tag, make sure it's a steering one for less tire wear. So we do have a 3-stage exhaust brake. So I'm just operating there. We have the lane departure warning was flashing up there. So yeah, we'll just test this out now. I'm not using the brake pedal. I'm going down a hill here to a roundabout, and yeah, I'm just going to apply the brakes here now. So yeah, it's pretty good. You can go for the retarder, but it's about €3,000 extra for the retarder. So it is an option there if you want to have more stopping power without using up your brakes so much. So yeah, we'll go around the roundabout here and we'll go up the hill and just give it a bit of power going up the hill. But the mirrors are very good on the Volvo because they have so much less of a housing around them that you actually have great visibility out around the mirrors. So I do like the mirrors, and the wide angle mirror is very good as well. Yeah, very good. So we'll just go around here now and make our way up that hill. Yeah. Now of course you can get an optional button to operate the sliding fifth wheel, but this one is fitted with a sliding fifth wheel, but the driver will have to adjust it with the trailer. But you can get a button where it'll do it electrically. So some drivers prefer that, but it's all up to your own preference what you want on your truck. So we're just in E mode here. So I'm just giving the truck a nice easy performance up this hill here, just keeping it in E mode, and the truck will just maximize the amount of torque, and it will just go up through the gearbox nice and easy, just saving on fuel. So yeah, just in E mode there. And of course we do have manual mode as well, where we can flick it into manual mode, and then we have a little rocker switch at the side, and we can go from 11th gear, which we're in now, and flick it and we're up into 12th. So yeah, I do like that manual control button, alright. Now of course Volvo are revising the FH in 2020, so we will see a revised one. I'm not sure exactly how much or how extensive the revisions are on the exterior and interior, but I'll be looking forward to seeing it. Now, if I was telling Volvo to do an update on the FH, I would tell them to actually get rid of this I-shift lever here and have it as a column stock on the steering wheel, because this one is kind of a bit old-fashioned now. I far prefer to have my hand on the wheel and be able to knock down a column stock changing gears. So Volvo, can we just see the end of this, please? That's just my opinion. And also the windscreen could be a bit bigger as well. It's a bit on the narrow side. If it was a bit bigger, you would have better visibility down that direction here. So these are all areas where it would be nice if they could improve them. But the comfort is, yeah, it's very, very good. Just driving this now, would you really need the air ride front suspension? Not with the 2 back axles. But if you had a 4x2, I would nearly say go for the air ride front suspension. Yeah, we're just going to use our exhaust brake again. Now we're just going up a slow hill section here. Let's see how close I can get up to the roundabout without touching the brake pedal. So just let the gearbox do its thing and go down through the gears, no brake pedal, and now I press the brakes. So yeah, it's not too bad. A 3-stage exhaust brake, engine brake, pretty good. But the steering, you can really get this steering angled perfect to your driving position. There's great adjustability on the steering in the Volvo, really like that. So it's very sunny today on the road there. I should be wearing a pair of sunglasses. Okay. I'm just looking at the screen there to see the blind spot mirrors just moving into that lane. Very, very handy to have those. Just testing the lane departure warning again. Yeah. And the gearbox there performing very well. So yeah, that was just a short little test drive in the Volvo. And nice comfortable armrest here. And the seats. Yeah, there wouldn't be a whole lot to improve on the truck. It's just those couple of things. Bigger windscreen, get rid of this handle here for the gearbox, put it up on a column stock here, and yeah, there wouldn't be any much else you would do with this truck. Of course, if any of you guys are watching from America, yeah, now they're always talking about the European trucks. They're so small inside in the cab, and the very reason is that you can't bring a big truck into some of these farmer yards where this truck is going into. They don't want to see those big trucks, so there's no point buying them or even selling them. There would be a very small market for a truck with a big, huge cab and a big nose out the front. This truck is bought low cab, and you have your rear steering tag, so you have your weight, you can carry a good amount of weight, and you have your maneuverability. That's the whole idea of your cab over designed trucks. But you just can't, even in some of the yards I go into, you can't bring big trucks into them. If I had like a T-cab Scania or a long line Scania or, you know, a T-nose Volvo, you can't take those big trucks into these yards. But yeah, so the cab over designs, there's always going to be a big market for them. And there we are back from the drive. I've just unhooked the trailer, as you can see out the back window. Sam wanted to show us something else real quick on the Volvo. What is it, Sam?
The pull-out drawer.
The drawer, show us there. Very good, keeping all your little items. And you said there was something else.
Don't forget the reading lamp.
The reading lamp. Oh, the ones above the driver and passenger side door. They're very nicely done. Little LED lamps there. Okay, very good, Sam. Sam's doing next weekend's review. You probably do a better job than me anyway. And we do have the LED lamps on the door there as well in the Volvo. Okay, Sam. Okay, I really hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Very nice, comfortable truck to drive. The Volvo, the FH 500. So as I said, 500 horsepower, 2,500 Newton meters of torque. And this Volvo was bought at Irish Commercials in Galway. So contact them if you want any more details of the Volvo Truck range. But that's it. I'll chat to you all again next weekend for another video. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers! Again, next. I forgot to say. So Sam, you're driving the truck home. Yeah, he's going to be the first 6-year-old ever to drive an Arctic truck on the road. Is that right, Sam?
Yeah.
It's only just that he can't find the keys. No, do it again, do it again.